It's your boy Zay here, and G Herbo's law firm is suing him for like $250,000 in unpaid legal fees. I guess from his last case, the one that he just beat the fraud. Well, yeah, they just beat the fraud, right? But G Herbo went live not too long ago, and he spoke on the matter, and he said he don't own the law firm shit. Yeah, he says that. All right, well, since we gonna play this game y'all want to play, let's play it. He said, let's talk about how when I initially called the case, I paid y'all $1 million. Tell me to beat the case. Then he said they overcharged him in the federal case, and they kind of, you know what I'm saying, they stuck him. They stuck him for a lot of money. His team, not his legal team, but his team around him said that he should have sued them for overcharging him, because come to find out, the legal team or the law firm didn't do shit for him. Yeah, so I guess it was this long ass indictment, and G Herbo was only on the like a page of this indictment. His name was only on the page of the indictment. He had to plead out, so he never even got to fight the case. And the only reason why he doesn't go to jail is because he went up there and talked about all the stuff he does for the community, all the stuff he works with mental health, all the shit, just all the stuff that he does for Chicago. Because if you didn't know, G Herbo does a lot for like the youth in Chicago. He does a lot for like helping them get mental health help and different things and stuff, right? He also goes into the matters of the case. Finally, now that he's like, past everything, he says, "Yeah, I never was doing fraud. I've never done fraud." He's like, "Y'all, like I was up there for wire fraud. I've never done fraud." He's like, when I was 18, he was paying somebody to, different amounts of money to get things from him. Like cars, jets, and different shit like that. But he didn't know how dude was getting it. He didn't really give a fuck because that's just what the fuck he wanted. So that's what he was doing, right? And he said the only reason why he was even roped into the case because he wouldn't snitch. So if he would have went up there and said, "Yeah, I was paying dude this, and the third for this, that, and the third, and I didn't know nothing about it. I never thought nothing about it. But this is, the dude who was doing it for me was him," and just, solidified that was the person. Because it's not like they didn't know who the fucking nigga was. He could have got all the way off from this. And then he goes to say that the law firm never informed him that after he pled out and after he was done with this case, that a lot of banks wouldn't fuck with him. His own bank wouldn't even fuck with him after this. What he said was he doesn't know what he's gonna do to get another bank account, because now they have sent all these checks back to him, and all these checks that he got just sitting around that he can't cash because he's sitting around with no bank account. Because once you like fraud and wire fraud and all this other shit happens, it starts to become a problem of how like banks are gonna trust you again. Because he had to plead out to get the time he got because he didn't want to fight it and go through that process because he really didn't need to. Even though they really didn't have nothing on them, you know how the feds are there, drag it out. So that's what's going on with this whole thing. He said he said he would have talked it out with them and came with a solution. He said he didn't even know that they was going to go publicly with a civil lawsuit out of nowhere. But he said he thinks they just want some money. But he said if they would have just came to him first, they would have worked something out. But sad to say, didn't work out that way. So I'm pretty sure G Herbo is going back to court this time against his law firm. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe.